Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It's a weekend, so let's do the whole doggone thing. Saturday, November 11th is Veterans Day. Thank you for your service.
Wonderful.
National Education Day, National Sunday Day. It is also Singles Day and Metal Day. Sunday, the 12th of November, Happy Hour Day, National French Dip Day, Origami Day, World Pneumonia Day, National Chicken Soup for the Soul Day, and then I think that's, National Fancy Rat and Mouse Day.
Oh,
so be sure to dress up your rats and mice today.
Wow.
And I've got a guest joining me this weekend. Eddie Chuculate is a Native American from Oklahoma, and he's got a new book out. It's called This Indian Kid, a Native American's Memoirs, and we're going to chat with him coming up in just a little bit. Thank you so much for joining us this weekend on the John and Heidi Show.
It's more important now than ever before to have a better credit card. We would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. A new study suggests that spenders are happier, but savers are wiser. Did we need a study for that? 2,000 American shoppers were polled. They found 56% consider themselves to be spenders, splurging for things they really want. 34% think of themselves as savers who won't shop until whatever they want goes on sale or becomes a necessity. 10% fall somewhere in between. Overall, spenders were found to be happier by a margin of about 77% to 62%, but savers seem to have the upper hand when it comes to managing their money. Only 29% of their total annual income is miscellaneous. Spenders, 38% becomes miscellaneous. So I think we can land somewhere in the middle. Heidi is actually she's a spender, but she's also a saver because she will buy things when they're on discount.
Right.
And she'll wait like 9 weeks to buy something.
I will, and I will check and check and check.
She'll go back to the store. She's like, nope, still not on sale. I'll wait. I'm like, all right. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help you protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know the average coffee drinker drinks about 3 cups a day, but they'll need to do better to realize all the benefits that Java offers, according to new findings. The study of 12,000 adults published in the Journal of what is it called here? The Journal of the American Medical Directors Association. I read that when I'm bored. They found that those who drink 4 or more 8-ounce cups per day see significantly better physical function, and they are less frail later in life. So
that seems like a lot.
4 8-ounce cups, 32 ounces of coffee. The average person drinks 3 cups of coffee. So we're supposed to bump it up to 4. Huh. And then, the next study I read.
Sponsored by Folgers.
Yeah, the next study I read will tell me that it's bad for you. I never know where to land on these things because, you read a study that says this, and then you read another study that says the exact opposite. And like Heidi said, sponsored by some coffee company.
Yep.
So take that with a grain of salt or, a grain of coffee. We don't know everything, but now we know this. Now, big screen, a little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. Kevin Costner reunited with his band Modern West for a couple of sold-out shows in Wyoming. The recently divorced actor celebrated on social media, saying the band and I had a truly incredible couple of nights. So that's kind of cool. Got to go out and do the thing that he wanted to do. So I don't know if he quit performing because he was trying to work on his marriage, and then now that that's done, I don't know the details, but he's been divorced for a month and he's out doing shows now, is what I'm saying.
Interesting.
And Meg Ryan has revealed why she took a break from Hollywood ahead of her highly anticipated return in What Happens Later. She said, I felt like there's just so many other parts of my experience as a human being that I wanted to develop. And she says, as a job and not a lifestyle. She wants to think of acting just, that's
Sure.
a job.
Yep.
That's not who I am. It's just what I do. But she took an 8-year break. She took a break after a movie came out in 2015, Ithaca. And then she announced that she's doing this other one. And the one she's in now, she's also directing as well.
I've
Big
always
screen.
loved her.
I know. A lot of people do. Big screen, little screen. Brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now, your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Scientists claim that laughter is a proven way to lose weight. I should be
It certainly
much.
does not work for me.
I should be much, much thinner because I'm laughing a lot, and I'm not underweight by any means.
goodness.
So, yeah, scientists claim laughter is a proven way to lose weight. So, laugh more. And this I thought I would share now because here we are, a little over a week after Halloween. Like we're way away from that, but there are still, you see people that have pumpkins still sitting out. And I understand that, if it's just a pumpkin, that has nothing to do with Halloween. That has to do with fall. But if you still have a lonely-looking, slightly used jack-o'-lantern or pumpkin sitting on your porch, hold off on throwing it in the trash. It says they don't have to end up in a landfill. Here are some suggestions. I didn't even realize some of these things, but it says consider composting your pumpkin in your garden. They say if you slice it up and add material like leaves and sawdust and wood chips and cardboard and occasionally add some water to the compost pile, turning it over with a rake or a pitchfork, that ensures that oxygen gets mixed in as well. But it's apparently pumpkins are a really good thing to mix in with your compost. So,
Interesting.
another thing, if you don't have a compost pile, if you don't have I don't garden, I don't do anything, it says you could donate it to a community garden or a farm or even a zoo, or just leave them as a snack for backyard wildlife. So it says pumpkins are a meal for many farm and zoo and critter type animals, and pumpkin seeds are a tasty treat for a wide variety of birds.
Okay.
So if you do have a pumpkin, and maybe, I don't know if you'd have to, I would assume if you break it open and have it so it's easier for them to get, so they don't have to climb inside a jack-o'-lantern. What happened back here? Got a possum stuck in my pumpkin. I'm just saying, there's a couple of things, and that information is in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. If you're looking for a new opportunity, South Dakota is calling. There's over 27,000 open jobs at this very moment. Whether you like the city life or if you're more of a fan of the rural lifestyle, South Dakota has plenty to offer. From the Black Hills and the Badlands on the west side of the state to the rolling prairies in the middle with many small towns and the city of Sioux Falls on the eastern edge, there's no state income tax in South Dakota and many job opportunities. Learn more about what's waiting for you in South Dakota at movetosd.com. That's movetosd.com. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend. Our guest, Eddie Chuculate, is a Creek and Cherokee Indian, grew up in Muskogee, Oklahoma, and he's got a new book called This Indian Kid, a Native American memoir. And he's got other books out as well, but right now we've got him on the line. Eddie, what was it that prompted you to write this particular book?
I've written a collection of adult short stories called Cheyenne Madonna. And in doing that, it uncovered a lot of memories about when I was growing up. Even though they didn't all fit into the story I was writing at the time, I kind of kept those in a notebook on the side. And I started writing about one of those episodes when I lived in Tishomingo, Oklahoma. And I showed my agent, and he was excited. He said, do you have more of these that you could compile into a book-length work? And that's how that got started.
And I'm reading here you grew up in Oklahoma?
Yes, Muskogee. Well, I consider Muskogee my hometown, but I lived all over.
And I see on here it says that you are Creek and Cherokee Indian. Is that pretty much predominant in the area that you grew up there in Oklahoma?
That's two of the bigger ones. There's, I forget the exact total, but there's many tribes there. But Creek and Cherokee are among the biggest population-wise.
And as you were growing up, having that camaraderie and other people around. Was that a big part, the togetherness, a big part of growing up?
Early on, it was, because we lived in the country across from a Indian Baptist church, and it was so remote that there was never there weren't other kids around. This was totally off in the country, and the only time other people or kids would come around, for me, I was only 4 or 5, is when the campgrounds at the church would start to fill up on Fridays, and it lasts all weekend. So I look forward to that all week.
And I see part of this memoir talks about how during your teens, there was a bit of a cultural tug of war going on in your life, a little bit of a conflict from your Native American upbringing compared to the white society around the area that you lived. What was that conflict like, and how did that affect you growing up?
Oh, no, there was really no conflict. It was a question, did I feel a conflict? And the answer would be no, because growing up in that town, it wasn't a real small town, or it wasn't real big either, like 35,000 people. But it was racially mixed, and I'm talking about Muskogee, Oklahoma. It was racially mixed, blacks, whites, natives, Asians, Mexicans. So growing up there, it was racially diverse, and everyone got along. Now, I understand other towns in Oklahoma or elsewhere weren't like that, but my town was. So I'm thankful for that.
Absolutely. That is fantastic. Now, you've got this book. Again, it's a Native American memoir. The title is This Indian Kid. What would you like people to know by reading this book? What is it you'd like them to kind of have as a takeaway?
Well, for kids that are reading, it would be to, look past race, no matter what your parents or other ancestors, whatever their feelings are, to develop your own mindset, and also to stay in school and be involved in sports or other activities, because you never know where it will lead you. And to be around those type of people who concentrate on getting an education, you wind up going to college, which I think is a good thing for someone. The people I was surrounding myself with on the baseball team and in journalism, it was the question was, where are you going to college? It wasn't, are you going to college? It's where. So I think being around clubs and staying in school can only be beneficial in the long run.
Absolutely. I agree completely. Eddie, thank you so much for taking the time to visit today. I appreciate it a whole bunch.
Thanks a lot, John.
Absolutely. Once again, our guest today has been Eddie Chuculate. He is the author of many books, but his latest book is out right now. It's called This Indian Kid, a Native American memoir. I've got a link to the book to make it really easy to find. I've got that link in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend.
It's more important now than ever before to have a better credit card. We would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
CDs were created to hold 74 minutes of music, and that is a real specific reason. You know why 74 minutes?
Why?
Because that is the duration of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony.
Really?
Yeah, so okay, we want to be able to fit this on one CD. How long do we need to make them? 74 minutes.
Huh.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The Tyrannosaurus Rex only lived an average of 27 to 33 years.
Okay.
So that's kind of cool. I don't know how we know that exactly. But
I don't know how we would know that either. You
Fun
cut it
fact
open
for you.
and count his rings.
Yeah, it must have been. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In Greece, you can lose your driver's license for being poorly dressed or unbathed.
Oh, my.
So who gets to choose whether you're poorly dressed or not?
My.
All right. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
People used to say prunes instead of cheese when having their pictures taken. Prunes. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Writing down your worries before taking an exam can help combat test anxiety, improve performance, and boost your test scores. Yeah, but I would get writer's cramp doing that. So all of my worries? Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help you protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com. I got a question for you here, Heidi.
Okay.
In a survey asking, what are the little things in life that make you happy? This was the number one answer. What was it?
Little things.
Yeah.
I don't know. Chocolate.
No, a hug.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll give you a hug, but you got to give me some chocolate.
I love hugs.
All right. The Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. We've all made embarrassing language flubs while traveling abroad, but a tourist in Portugal took the cake when he accidentally caused a bomb scare by mistranslating
Oh, my gosh.
the local word for pomegranate.
Oh.
Yeah. The boo-boo occurred when the unnamed Russian speaker was trying to order fruit juice at a restaurant in Lisbon. Things backfired after he tried to translate the seed-filled dessert fruit name, you know, the thing that we're talking about, pomegranates, into Portuguese using a language app. But he wrote the translation on a napkin and handed it to a waiter. Little did he know, the app had come up with a word for grenade.
Oh, no.
Causing the staffer to interpret the note as a bomb threat and call police. Local news footage shows 5 officers approaching the traveler with their guns drawn while he's lying on the ground. They cuffed him and took him into custody. After explaining what happened, he was released. Holy cow.
That would be
That
terrifying.
would be. Make sure you know what you're doing. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. This is an interesting list. It's the smell test. There are things that some people love, but other people hate. Gasoline.
Oh, I love the
Some
smell
people
of
love
gasoline.
that. Other people hate it. It smells expensive to me. It's all I know.
Yeah, it does.
Another one, pen ink on your hands. For some, it smells like the first day of school. Other people, it's just like the worst day at school. Permanent marker.
I love the smell of permanent markers.
Some people love that. Some people don't. Marijuana. Some love the smell, and other people hate that smell. Incense. Some people love it. Some people hate it. Freshly cut grass. Is there even any arguing there? I thought everybody loved that one. Apparently not everybody. New car smell. Some love it, some hate it. Coffee is another one. A new book. I never really thought about that, but a new book does have a pretty distinct smell. Vinegar. I didn't realize there were people. I don't like
the smell
and
of
I didn't know
vinegar.
Apparently there are people who love that.
Ugh.
Play-Doh is another one that's a love or hate.
that.
Mud. Some love it, some hate it. And nail
The
polish
smell of
remover.
mud?
So, yeah, apparently. Everybody has their own opinions. You can read the list in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. If you're looking for a new opportunity, South Dakota is calling. There's over 27,000 open jobs at this very moment. Whether you like the city life or if you're more of a fan of the rural lifestyle, South Dakota has plenty to offer. From the Black Hills and the Badlands on the west side of the state to the rolling prairies in the middle with many small towns and the city of Sioux Falls on the eastern edge, there's no state income tax in South Dakota and many job opportunities. Learn more about what's waiting for you in South Dakota at movetosd.com. That's movetosd.com. Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. They know a thing or two about quotes, but they do insurance quotes. Here's our quote today from Jay Leno, who says, according to a new survey, 90% of men say their lover is also their best friend, which is really kind of disturbing when you consider man's best friend is his dog.
Is a dog.
I see what he's doing there. All right, quote of the day from Jay Leno comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. This is a really cool idea. It comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. Take a listen to this. A millionaire is building affordable tiny homes for the homeless. This is from New Brunswick, Canada. After successfully selling his software company for millions of dollars, a Canadian entrepreneur, Marcel Lebrun, has embarked on a mission to address homelessness in New Brunswick. His latest project, 12 Neighbors, is a tiny home village providing affordable and secure housing for formerly homeless residents. I think that's a neat idea. And again, this is his money that he's using.
Oh,
it's
I
not
love
like he's
that.
asking
Yeah.
other people to do this. The
Yep.
founder of this groundbreaking initiative became a multimillionaire when he sold a social media company to a tech giant. He's now utilizing this wealth to make a difference in the lives of about 600 people.
Whoa.
Yeah, and he's doing it like 12 homes at a time. 12 Neighbors comprises about 75 tiny homes. Okay, well, I don't know why it's called 12 Neighbors then. 75 tiny homes, custom made under his supervision. Despite their small size, the homes are fully equipped with all the essential amenities: a kitchen, bathroom, dining area, living area, ensuring residents have a comfortable and dignified living space.
Oh, I love that.
Says they're all fairly small, tiny homes, but they do have everything in them. What sets 12 Neighbors apart is its commitment to affordable housing. Residents are only required to pay about 30% of their income to live in this village, allowing them to regain stability and work towards a brighter future. So there's other programs that have like income guidelines, but apparently those are different. And this, he's saying, I'm building these homes, I'm letting them live
Right.
there, and I'm going to do it in a way that they can get on their feet and then eventually move on
And I think
to
that's
a bigger,
wonderful
better
because
place.
they are expected to work.
Yeah.
They are expected to have.
It's a cool thing. There's a
Yeah.
video that explains it all, and there's some photos of these homes. You can see all of this in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.